Hello everyone. Elizabeth is up at the house. She's got a little bit of a cold, so she asked me, I don't know, literally 5 minutes ago to jump on for a mail call. She's decided she's not presentable. She sent Nick down to fix the air conditioning, or the heat. Can everyone hear me okay? I think so. I'm just going to yell at her. We have Wanda. Wanda! Wanda's a little nervous because Nick is here. I'm in the Airstream. And he's turned on the heat. It's gotten really hot in here. And so that's good, because it was good before, but now it's really warm in here now. So we have Wanda, but he also fixed the carbon monoxide fire gas alarm, which makes Wanda that beep makes Wanda crazy, so she is stuck like glue. Wanda! She's very nervous. So what's going on? Today we didn't have any visits because most of the nursing homes were probably not open, but we didn't book anything for today. The next one is Monday. We have 2 on Monday. Oh, there's Nick. You got your flashlight on.
I know. There's some combination of buttons I press by mistake, and it turns on the flashlight, and I can never work out what it is because I spend my life walking around with my flashlight on, and people telling me
your flashlight's
your
on.
Flashlight's on. I was like, I know my bloody flashlight's on because
better than the
I don't know how to turn it off.
Better than the barn doors open.
It's okay, Wanda.
So Nick has the role of IT support and all internet stuff, all fixing everything.
Heating engineer.
Today's a heating engineer. Anything that's broken, it's unfortunately Nick's problem, and a lot of things are broken. So he's really busy on top of his full-time job, which I don't even know. You're some sort of consultant because he has a lot of conference calls. Can you go on and see the comments so that you can look?
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
You know that job, right? Okay. So what I did this morning, and then we can get into all the things that Nick fixed. I went to go visit Carlene White this morning. I brought her coffee. I brought her clothes. I brought her a big television screen and a Roku device. And I set her up with Roku, and literally here, my mother is 87 years old. She's never binge watched. She doesn't really know what Netflix is. And she's been driving us all crazy because she's bored. So she now has a Roku. I set her up so she could watch, what was it, the chess one, the Gamut, Queen's Gamut. And as soon as it came on, she's like, and I was there and Judy showed up too. So as soon as it came on, she was like, okay, you guys can go now. And I haven't heard from her since. So
I think we've got some connection problems.
I know we do.
Or maybe it's I think the furnace is causing issues with.
I'll put my boots on and we'll just go up there and up there. Socks. It's too. Oh, there's my socks.
Is this thing working or not?
That's another thing that's not working. But
Hey guys, we're gonna walk up to the cabin, and see if we get better connection up there. Okay, so hang tight.
all right. Okay. Boy, that does make a difference in here. Yeah. So I don't even know how that. Bring that with us. Well, we'll come back down after. Okay. All right. Let's roll.
There you go. All right. I just hope that alarm doesn't go off while we're up there, like, cause she'll be totally freaked out.
Okay. Is it coming back?
We're still on, so I don't know if people are still watching, but we're just walking up to the cabin.
I'm coming. The battery's not heating up, so that's good, right?
Yeah, I honestly don't know how that stuff works. Batteries, I don't understand.
Well, that'll be tomorrow's project. Okay. So, you guys...
I think I actually do need to go up to Tractor Supply to get pellets, though.
Oh, right. I gotta do that tonight, too, because the cabin is out of pellets, I've heard. Okay. So... The Adventures of Mail Call. Hello.
Okay. Well, we couldn't get good reception down there, so we came up here, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Where is it?
Here we go. Okay, there we go.
You want to sit in the throne?
You sit in the throne.
I'm not sitting in
You
the
sit
throne.
in the throne.
No
You
way.
sit in the throne.
I'm sitting in the
Oh, Jesus. Where's the stool? Okay, all right. I guess I'll sit in the corner. I'll sit in the corner. Ooh, it's cool up here compared to the Airstream.
It is now, yeah. I think they might be out of town.
No, I gotta go get some. Yeah, they are.
It's
It's just turned down right now. We'll come back down. Turn up the heat, then it'll come
All
up
right.
if you're cold, yeah.
Yeah, so we have Mary. Come on in. Come on in, Mary. Come in here. Here, Mary, you sit here, and I'll sit here.
Oh, great. Okay.
You're being press ganged into action.
I am.
And I'll just throw this up over.
Funky up.
Yeah,
There, good job.
just rolling with the
Hey,
chaos.
are you sure you're good there?
Yep, rolling with the chaos. So,
Oh, there it is.
okay, we're back. And so what I was saying is my mother is now watching Netflix. She's never... Why? Okay, so... I don't know what network I'm on. How's it going? Well, okay. All right, so it just gave me a
I think
flash.
they can see us. Is the sound better now than it was before, and the connection?
Because we can keep wandering around.
We could try. Well, Nick, if this doesn't work, we'll try my house, yeah?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
it says signal's much better now.
Okay, Elizabeth will be horrified because Elizabeth hasn't washed her hair and she's still in her pajamas. She doesn't feel good.
She's not
So,
feeling well.
so anyways, my mother's binge watching, so there'll be radio silence, I'm sure, for a while. She's going through the Queen's Gambit, and then I was going to turn. I don't know what I should have her watch next. If you guys have any suggestions on what Carlene would like for her binge watching, something with lots of episodes, many seasons would probably be good.
She would probably. What about Breaking Bad? She watched that?
Oh,
Like that. Diplomat's not too bad.
yeah, Diplomat's kind of confusing. I'm trying to watch that with Olaf. I get lost a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
and
got
it's
a
good
really
though.
smart woman in it.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Elizabeth and I have been thinking about starting to watch Yellowstone because it's all about
Hey,
ranching and cowboys and
Yeah.
subterfuge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would probably,
It's like-
yeah,
Yeah.
that would probably piss my mother off because all the ranching is not the way she would have done it.
With real cowboys.
With
and-
real cowboys,
And
yeah.
Kevin Costner. And
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, he's not bad.
he's the housewife's favorite.
Yes,
One of them.
yeah.
Yeah. Like he's
For an older man. He's like,
Anyway, it looks like, to me, what it looks like Dallas, but set
Yeah.
in a kind of proper ranch,
Yeah.
you know, with cattle and horses and
Yeah.
and people.
I like the role of the Beth, the sister daughter, the Beth. She's good. That's why I watched one season of it.
Do you aspire to be like her?
I already am like her.
She's a piece of work, yeah?
Yeah, I am too.
Your flashlight's on.
All right, my flashlight's on again.
Yeah, yeah.
There we go.
So then, okay, so when I went this morning, we did 2 loops. She did 2 loops with me, 1 loop with Judy, and we've discovered she's not quite as far along as we'd hoped, but she's rallying. She's trying very hard. Tuesday will be a big day to see if we can navigate her into this cabin. So, but she's trying. That's all the update I have on Carlene.
Yeah, so we got like some suggestions here.
On-
Well, I'll have to go back up.
I could look after too.
Ice truckers.
Ice truckers?
That is
oh.
pretty interesting.
Oh,
What
is
is
that
that?
on Netflix?
They have to drive these terribly icy roads up in Alaska.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in Netflix or not, and they get in all kinds of horrible trouble and have to figure out how to get out of it. And
Okay.
I think she'd find it
And
very
that's on
exciting.
Netflix?
Is it?
I'm not sure. Our Oceans. There's something called Our Oceans. Anyone know that?
I think I've watched it. It's real. I wanted to be a marine biologist. I love it, but I'm not sure she'd be fascinated. It's not
Okay.
action enough.
Okay. All right.
I know what she'd like. My life is my octopus teacher. Did anybody ever see that?
No. Is it a
Fascinating.
movie or it's
It's
We
a
need
documentary.
seasons. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It would be too short.
Occupus? Yeah.
It's fabulous. though.
Because the problem is, I set her off on the Queen's Gambit, and she's probably going to finish that by 7 tonight, and she's going to start texting me because she doesn't really quite understand a Netflix yet. She's going to be like, okay, I'm done. Like when you watch an episode, it just automatically goes to the next one. She knows how to pause and continue,
Good.
Yeah.
but find another. Then she'll have like fake eyelashes.
Really funny. We could get her really fixed up down there.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
A little Botox and
Yeah.
what have you.
We're still trying to get her clean
Yeah.
pajamas too.
Yeah. Nurse Jackie
Oh, I like Nurse Jackie. That was a good one. That was a really good one. I like that one.
and Dexter.
Dexter was excellent. And there's a lot of seasons of Dexter. Dexter was great.
And there's one called Kevin. Never heard of that.
I haven't heard that one either. Yeah.
That was Olaf calling me.
There's a new show on Netflix with Ted Danson about him turning into a spy inside a senior facility.
Oh, I'm watching that right now.
That sounds good.
It is really good.
I like it.
Yeah, I really like that. It's pretty short though, because I'm halfway through. There's 8 episodes, and I did 4 of them in one night. The episodes are only 20 minutes, like
Yeah.
30 minutes. So we need ones that are really long.
And then there's
That was good though.
Heartland, Bridgerton.
Oh yeah, she'd hate Bridgerton. I watched.
Yeah.
Boy, it's
like
amazing how much TV I watch.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
I watched
called-
that one too.
the Ted Danson one's called The Inside Man.
Yeah, that's pretty
Uh,
funny. That's pretty
I
funny.
haven't started it yet, but
Yeah,
I
it's
like
good.
Ted Danson.
It's good
so-
humor. It's good humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
And I like Ted.
Heartland,
Yeah, I haven't watched that one.
Watch that.
Inside Man again.
There's always the Harry Potter. Oh, is that not a? Would you like Harry Potter?
No, I don't. I've never watched that one either.
Oh well.
Yeah. The other
might
one
like that.
the other one we had been thinking about watching, and we actually never watch anything, so we never get around to it. Was Outlander, because it's like Scottish.
Oh,
I
yeah,
loved
yeah,
Outlander.
Yeah. So
It's very sexy.
yeah.
A little
Yeah.
violent. I won't.
You know,
I didn't
well,
get-
the Scottish are kind of sexy. That's the thing,
I should have walked right into that.
that was a bear trap. Yeah, you just fell right in. Yeah.
Did. Oh my gosh.
And then The Crown, Grace and Frankie.
Oh, I like The Crown. Yeah, she'd like The Crown. The Crown, I think, is the next one. That's a good one. I
Yeah. Longmire.
never heard of that one.
I liked Longmire. Yeah.
There's some. Yeah.
It's a western in it with an Indian. Well, look into it.
Okay,
I really
all right,
enjoyed
all
it.
right,
This
all
whole
right.
book.
The Lincoln Lawyer.
Oh, I've watched
That
some of
was
that.
good.
That's a little blingy. She's
She likes it.
probably not gonna like the blingy, but she would like The Crown, I bet. So okay,
Mm.
so that's that I'll go through
Oh,
these
right.
again because
That
I'm gonna
should-
write them all down for future because she's
Okay.
gonna go through about a series a day.
I'm
Yeah, I think
confused.
that lot should keep her going till at least the end of next week.
Yeah, yeah.
like, I mean,
Ah, she's gonna get bed sores because she's not gonna move binge watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, The Crown. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's all great suggestions. Thank you very much.
Also, when I was there today, I met with the activities director, and I'm super psyched. We are doing a job on. Oh, we are doing it. We are going to that nursing home Monday at 4:30. We're going to do bunnies. 5 o'clock. We're doing the chicken shatting from the nursing home. It's not
Wow.
the rehab center / nursing home. It's called Hawthorne Hill in Danvers. It's one of our regulars, so it's funny because everybody's like, oh, Carlene's here. It's like we're celebrities staying there because we've been there for years bringing animals in. So, but they're super excited. It's going to be the first chicken shatting that we do at a nursing home. We have plans to roll that out to other nursing homes in a format that I talked about the other day. Is we're going to have it so that when we can bring a whiteboard, and we'll give everyone, all the seniors, a little token, and then we'll count the number of seniors. We'll make a block for each seniors, and then Carly will come in the chicken, put that on the whiteboard, and wherever the chicken does its thing, they'll win a hat.
Ah,
Oh, that's cool.
great.
Yeah, so I think that'll be a good winter project in addition to the bunnies. So we're going to try that on Monday. We also have a job in the morning on Monday, and a couple other jobs. We're busy next week, so I met with Judy today. And we're getting the frames on Thursday and Friday, so by the end of the day on Friday, I'm hoping to have the website updated with all of the photos that we're going to be offering for Christmas.
Wow, that's pretty cool. I love that idea.
Yeah, we just have to figure out some ways to entertain the seniors in the winter months when we can't bring, the barrage of the outdoor animals. So and it's really having my mother in one of these senior centers and going there on days when we're, normally we walk in and they've advertised that we're coming, and there's a room full of 30, 40 people that are waiting for us to arrive. They all know the Goldy's farm name now, so they all show up at the activities hall and are excited to see us. But now you see what it's like on a day in and day out basis, and you realize how important it is for them to have something to look forward to. And today when I was there, they had I saw the competition.
Oh, really?
They had a woman that was there with a guitar, and she was singing, and she had 10 people in there, and that were there for her event, which was, she's doing the same thing, trying to entertain seniors, and they were all doing a little sing-along, and I was like, I walked by and I'm like, oh boy, when we go, it's packed in there. Why am I so competitive? I don't know. But
I think we should train Wanda to jump through a hoop and do something.
I would love that. Yeah,
Wouldn't
Wanda,
that be fun?
Yeah, Wanda's
So
still
I
there.
think one of the plans, Mary, once we get back into the, what do you call it? The arena, was to start training some of the animals in agility.
Yeah, so they could do, we're trying to, every time I do a job with Penny, I try to work on her. One is not trainable. You tell her to sit down, and she's,
Yeah,
you
she
go
doesn't
sit
pay
down.
any attention to me at all, but she cuddles nicely.
Yeah, she's a nice cuddler. That's all she does. That is the only thing she's not trained to do that. So, yeah. It's just
So
fun.
somebody was asking about Charlie.
Oh, Charlie got kicked by Woody, and he's lame. But there's not much we can do for him. We don't want to give him any medicine and have him walk on whatever's happened to him. So we're just going to give it time. I don't think we need to have the vet out, because the vet will just tell us to put him on painkillers, which we don't necessarily want to do, and there's not much we can do. It's a donkey. I don't think anything's broken. I've looked at it. Elizabeth has looked at it.
Yeah. So what I noticed was, I think we worked out. We found the bit on the video where it happens.
Yeah.
And he seemed just, I think, there's a lot of hustle and bustle in there.
Yeah.
And he got, I think, came off, back end of a kick from somebody who couldn't quite see who it was. But he once it happened, he walked away quite the thing.
Yeah.
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 So I think what's happened is over a period of a few hours, it's got sore,
Right.
because it's
Right.
got bruised
Yeah.
and it's swollen up probably, and then, but immediately after he was able to walk
Yeah. Yeah.
just fine.
Well,
Yeah.
having been kicked by, I think it was Woody that kicked him, having been kicked by a donkey about Woody's size,
Yeah.
it takes about 2 weeks before you're back to normal. And
Yeah.
I didn't break anything, and I got hit pretty badly loading a donkey like Woody's size, and that hit me right in the femur, and that was a tough one. So.
And the worst thing about it is, donkeys look kind of sad at the best of times, but
It looks really sad.
a donkey with a
He's
sore
a sad,
hoof.
oh Jesus,
Oh
yeah.
my
I gave
gosh.
him a lot of
It's like-
loving today.
Yeah.
He just
Poor
looks
He's
so
a sad looking, his name should be Eeyore.
Eeyore, yeah.
This is little, I like it because he's got the little fluff on his ears, and he always just, even when he's out at jobs, he just looks so traumatized and so sad. But it's just, that's his resting face. That's him. Even when you're feeding him cookies and he's in his happiest moments, he still looks that way.
Yeah. So, a few other suggestions here. Virginia River.
Oh, Virgin River. Yeah, I
Is
like
it
that one.
Virginia
Yeah.
River or
That might
Virginia?
be like my mother's. That's too touchy feely for my mother.
Yeah, she doesn't want it.
I like
She
that. I don't
likes-
know why I really like that one, but I did like that
I've never
one.
watched that one.
And somebody suggested Shetland. I don't know what that is.
Oh, maybe it's Shetland is in Irish. Yeah. Downton Abbey.
Shetland Isles are north of Scotland. Elizabeth and I went there once actually.
When you used to be able to go on vacation.
Yeah, when we used to be able to go. This was shortly after we met. Actually, we went up to Shetland for a wedding. Yeah, or as they call it in Shetland, a wadden.
I'm going to
A wadden. We went to the wadden, and it was on the Shetland Islands, and we flew up there. You can get a boat, but it's a bit of a long trip. So we flew up there, and it was in this kind of town hall on one of the main island, and then there's all these little islands. You had to get a little boat across to. It was in this town hall, and I remember it was trestle tables like you used to have in the dinner hall at school, like that. And on each table there was a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of vodka, a bottle of gin, and wine, and just lots of food. And then they just cleared everything out of the way and started dancing.
That's my kind of wedding.
Yeah, it was an eye opener. It was.
Were these people your friends, or were they?
They were. So it was a friend of Elizabeth's, who she went to college with when she was at university to become a teacher.
Oh, okay.
And one of her friends was from Shetland, and she went back to Shetland to become a teacher. And so we went up there, and it was all kind of Elizabeth's old friends from university and everything. We had a great time. And then one thing I remember was like when we arrived. There's this huge cliff near the airport where all the puffins roost. Yeah, I mean thousands and thousands of these puffins. Yeah, on this cliffside. It's just like this sheer cliff. They're all roosting in the cliff, and it's really spectacular.
Can you see it from like an airplane?
I doubt it. I mean, they're pretty small.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, a puffin is a little tiny bird.
Yeah, it's like a puffin with a kind of. So there's very colourful beak.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're seabirds. They live on the coast. And I remember we went there when we landed, because we stayed, I think the first night near the airport, and went and looked around, did a few things the next day near there. Went to see this cliff, and then on the way back we went back again, and they were all gone.
Yeah, they're coming to me.
There was one or two of them left. It was like you could see them letting their like, where'd everybody go? Like
Explore has a puffin camera if you want, and they all come ashore to mate and have the babies, and then they go and stay in the water the rest of the.
Yeah, that was it. They're all just going.
Really
I guess they must have been flying.
So that was a good introduction to the Shetland show. That maybe they'll all be either a documentary on puffins or drunken weddings.
I'm not sure. That was a good wedding.
That might be a good one.
I remember that.
Pretty diverse.
That's a good trip.
When was the last time you and Elizabeth went on vacation
So
together?
I think it was probably about 10 years ago. We went to Sanibel, because her family used to go on holiday. They would once a year they would go down there for a month, and they'd rent a big kind of house out on the island, and on Jamaica Drive, I remember.
Okay.
And it was near the beach, and we'd all hang out there for a couple of weeks, and they'd go for a month, we'd go down for a couple of weeks with the children, and it's lovely down there. I love it. Yeah. But we would. The worst thing about it was I don't know why they did this, but this was like pasty white folk from Scotland, all flying to Sanibel in July. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. July. Did they not realize that you don't go to Florida in July?
Yeah, I mean it's like, but it was off season.
Oh, that's a little.
They probably figured they got the discounted rate to go in July.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think like to go peak season there is like November.
Yeah.
Yeah. And but I think it's like 3 times the price.
Oh yeah.
So it's really
Unless they want to take their own airstream.
But I think they kind of stopped going, and then I think and then there was COVID, and then there was big storms down there, and I think that island got completely flattened because it's really a big sandbar.
Love that.
Yeah. No, that's always don't worry. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So.
Right there, I'll plug it in.
Yeah, it's just hanging right behind.
So yeah, it's probably about 10 years since we last went on a vacation like that.
Wow, that's a long time ago. That
Yeah, well, this is why Nick and Elizabeth are a perfect addition to this farm, is because you don't get to have it vacation.
Time off.
Well, here's the thing. I like the idea of going on vacation, but then when it comes to it, it seems like such a lot of hassle.
It's a lot of hassle.
It
It's
is.
a lot of expense, and
Yeah.
you know what makes it so difficult is making sure that everything's going to run smoothly while you're gone.
Yeah, yeah. And the other part of it for me was like I didn't really mind it. I think I mind it more now, and here's why: it's because I used to travel all the time anyway,
Yeah.
and I'd be going places. So when I had time off work, I was quite happy to stay at home because I wasn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like an opportunity not to have
Yeah.
to go anywhere. But that's all changed now since COVID,
Right.
because now we hardly travel at all.
Yeah.
So now I quite welcome the opportunity to go somewhere, you know. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see. Maybe try and.
Well, you're not allowed to go on vacation because I'd have to cover for well.
Yeah, I thought no farmers got to go on vacation.
Yeah, I don't
If
really.
you're going to farm,
If you think
no
of the
thing.
last time that Carlene White went on a vacation,
Yeah.
I remember growing up. We had one family vacation. We went on a bike trip to Block Island, which is in New Jersey or New York.
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Okay. And we took our bikes on the ferry. We camped, and we were gone for 2 days. That was the only. And then when I was like 8 years old, my grandfather took us on vacation, but that was the only family vacation that I ever remember going on. So I'm just not programmed for vacations, although I'd like to be programmed more for vacations.
Yeah, we used to go on vacation before we came to the States a lot. Actually. We went to Ireland. We went all sorts of places in Scotland.
Yeah.
We went down to England.
But now
a lot.
every day is a vacation.
That's it. Yeah.
Ah.
Exactly. Around here.
I'm just trying to get back to where the questions are here.
Oh, the hunt yesterday. She was asking about the hunt yesterday. It was a Thanksgiving Day hunt. It's a drag hunt. We don't actually chase foxes or coyotes or anything. We just follow a scented rag. Everybody gets all dressed up in the Downton Abbey garb. You wear a stock tie with a pin and a black jacket. And, however, it was pouring down rain, so we were allowed to wear our raincoats, which is very unusual. And it poured all day. I rode Chester, one of the rescue horses, who is one of the more challenging horses that I've ever owned. We've had him for about 4 years. Wallace is a big. The credit goes to Wallace because he got him under saddle, and I don't know what happened. I think that my guess is what happened to Chester is he was an Amish horse and had a carriage accident. So he's a little unpredictable, but I've learned to predict what he's about to do, and Wallace got him so that he has more confidence. But now he's out there hunting. He did a great job. We jumped the high side of everything, and I was really pleased. He was like such a rocket, and it was slippery, and it was muddy, and it's really fun. So we had a great day. It was cold, so I'm still cold.
You must have been freezing.
Well, I had a pretty good jacket, but it was cold. It's just, I really like. I could go to Florida. I could go to Florida in July and be very happy there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just not weather I like. I was before Nick came down to fix my heat. It's warm in there. I've got it so it's comfortable in there, but it's not like super warm, like really hot, like super sitting by it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
this is nice.
I was going through and ordering more fleece pants so I can have a fleece pair of pants for every day of the week, because it's feeling like to me that any hopes for going down to my house in Aiken in the near future are dwindling. Let's just say that things are starting to, I'm worried about the transition starting in January. I was hoping when I bought the house in Aiken, I was like, I will never be in the cold again in my entire life. And I'm going to be here in January. So I'm buying fleece pants and upping my game of trying to keep myself warm.
Well, we got the furnace going.
Got the furnace going, yay. So now we just have to work on getting internet down there because the internet's a little sketchy, which is one day at a time. We had internet interruption today. like literally, I can tell you when the internet's going to go. It's usually at the most inconvenient time. I'm all packed up to go down to the nursing home. I just make one stop at Dunkin' Donuts, and I get all these messages that the cameras have gone down, and then I realized that I've had some computer problems. I don't have the app anymore on my computer. I haven't installed it. So I did have to, it took a long time for me to get back organized. And Nick wasn't around because he was at the dump.
I went to the dump, and then, I had a pretty busy day. I had to get up at, Sophie tried to get me up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Why?
To go to Target. Yeah?
Oh, Black Friday.
To go to Target. Well, it wasn't really a Black Friday thing, but she's a big Swiftie. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Well, she's a huge Swiftie, like Taylor Swift.
Ah.
Yeah. And there was a special limited edition vinyl. This is the other thing. She's into vinyl, like records. Yeah, like long plays.
Yeah.
And
did they even make those?
yeah, it's a whole thing now with her generation.
Do you know that in the back, Olaf has his stereo system from like 1980 in his back room, and it has he puts on vinyls.
Yeah.
That
And I
is
make fun of him.
really
Like
trendy.
I'll go back there, and he's got like some, I don't know, like Fleetwood Mac going on a record. I didn't realize he's actually cool.
Well,
Wow.
essentially, there's been a whole revival of that because I feel like, when we were growing up, we had records, and then it switched to CDs, and you had a whole bunch of CDs.
Yeah.
And then I think it's just a curiosity with them, like, wow, because they're so used to dealing with everything, on a phone or on a laptop or a tablet, and the novelty of having this physical thing that turns round and is very physical.
Yeah. Maybe the tapes will come back because in the Airstream there's a tape player.
That's right, there is.
A tape player. I have that on my van too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know any
You can't find them anywhere.
Judy said that she's got thousands of tapes.
Oh wow! From
you
like Duran.
I have to get some.
Because the whole thing is
you can buy
wired.
them. You can even buy those now down at there's a store down at North Shore Mall called Newbury Comics.
And, I'm not getting up at 5 o'clock.
No. Anyway, I had to get up at she came to me at 5 and she was like, "Dad, it's time to go." And I had actually said to her the night before, right? Okay, I'll take you down, whatever. And 5 o'clock rolled around. I was like, "Oh my god." And I said, "Come back at 7, yeah?" So sure enough, she came back at 7. I thought she'll fall asleep.
She's a good Swiftie.
No, she got me up at 7. So we rolled down to Target down in Danvers, and it was sold out. Yeah.
You were in trouble.
Yeah, we got there at 7:30. It was like crap. Like, and she was not. She was a little upset actually. So we bought the. There was also released today the Taylor Swift Eras Tour book. Like it's like a whole sort of big, thick kind of coffee table type book. So we bought that, and then she sort of started searching. I was like, oh my gosh, I could go home now. She said, no. She started searching up other Target stores on the phone, and lo and behold, there was a Target down in Saugus. And I said, listen, there's no way they're going to have it. Like, so went all the way down to Saugus. To Target there, and sure enough, they had hundreds of them. Yeah.
Yay!
So we got the vinyl down in Saugus, which is kind of strange, like because like in the store in Danvers they had none left.
But also Target's closer to Boston, so you would think that.
Yeah. So obviously, I deduce from that there are not a lot of Swifties in Saugus.
Yeah. Because someone has calculated that.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. They had loads of them. Yeah. But it's a much different. The Target in Danvers is a really big, fancy, modern one. The one in Saugus feels a bit kind of old school. So people probably don't go there as much. So.
You should have bought 50 of them and then.
Well, I suggested that to Sophie. I said, well, we should buy a shed load of these and start selling them on the internet. You get them going on eBay for like $100 a piece, and we'll make some money, and then you can go
to a concert.
You can use that seed money to start a company, and then we'll start the next.
And then we all retire.
We'll all be billionaires. So I did that. Then I went to the dump, and then I had to take Sophie out again to her friend in North Reading.
Oh my God.
North Reading. It's like,
how does she have friends that far away?
She had a friend who went to my school, who then switched to this other school called Penguin Hall.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And isn't that so cute, Penguin Hall? Yeah. It's a very cute name. And she met another friend through her called Tess, who she's friends with, and she went down there. So
Yeah, okay.
so
I remember.
and then I'm hoping someone will bring her home, but I'm gonna have to go back down again. Yeah, it's like
those days of driving Colby around, I forget what that's like, because we lived in Boxford, and there's West Boxford. West Boxford is like
that's right.
another state
That's
away.
where we lived.
Yeah,
West Boxford.
way far away. And you weren't even in the West Boxford. Like,
Oxford's big.
Yeah.
No idea.
Colby would call me at like
There's nobody in it,
11:00
and there's nothing worth going there for.
And it's dark country roads, and he'd call me at 11:30 at night, like, can you come pick me up? And a couple of my friends and I would drive out there, and 20 kids would come out, like all of their parents are sleeping. I'm the only one that they could get to and get them. But then eventually Uber took over.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Got Colby an Uber app.
Well, it's funny, like, my son has never been in an Uber. And they're probably, I think Cal's probably a few years older than Colby, but never been in an Uber. And I remember this one day, like, we, for whatever reason, like logistically, he needed picked up from work, and nobody could make it. Yeah. So I said, I'll pick you up an Uber, and then just organize an Uber. No, just would not do it.
Really?
Would not do it. So he stayed at work for another 2 hours until I could come and pick him up. Well, I get an Uber. I was like,
wow,
weird.
That's a weird thing to put a foot down about. Yeah.
Does he watch a lot of social media? Because there's a lot of scare things out there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he'd ever been in a taxi. Wasn't used to public transport. That kind of stuff. Whereas, I don't know. I kind of grew up with that. And,
I don't have my phone is so old, I don't have the Uber app, so I have to call Colby every time I need Uber. And he gets so mad at me. He's like, why don't you get a new phone? Why don't you get the app?
Well, it's the same for me. I'm the only one in our family with the Uber app.
Oh, so I can call you
So
too.
I have to go book Uber for Elizabeth, and
now
once or twice when the girls have been in places where I needed to get them an Uber, and I have to book all the foods and everything. So.
What is that phone? What do you have for a phone?
A really old one.
Is it older than 13?
Oh yeah, I think it's 11. Yeah.
Wow.
I refuse to upgrade.
Okay.
But it's tough being so old on the internet. Yeah, because that phone has so many problems. But it seems to be working okay today. Which is good.
So somebody was asking about T-shirts.
Yeah. I gotta follow up the T-shirt guy, because all the T-shirts that we have T-shirts for have been sent out, but we ran out of T-shirts in several sizes, so we put another order in. But that was right before. I don't know. Judy did that before Thanksgiving, so maybe a little delayed because it's just a small little T-shirt shop right down the street, and he's also put the order in for the green. So and he's closed today because I actually did try to go by to see if he was open.
Yeah, so I think people are just asking in case something's gone wrong. There's still some to be sent out. Yeah.
Oh yes, there's still some to be sent out.
Yeah,
and I have.
We did one returned yesterday, like it was undeliverable or something.
Oh.
Maybe we had the wrong address or something. So there's somebody out there.
All right.
I can't remember or where it was, but it came back saying they couldn't deliver it. So we must have to figure that one out.
Yeah, there's a couple people that sent me emails asking where their T-shirts were, but I think they've gotten them by now. But every time you send me an email, jj@janinejakes.com, I will I forward it to Judy. Judy's been keeping the list because I've been gone too, been off getting years. So.
Take an elephant to the nursing home, suggests Roger. We can take that elephant there, a couple of elephants.
They gave her a teddy bear. No, we're not taking it. There'll be no elephants. Yeah, there will be no elephants on this property.
Oh, we got some suggestions here for bunny names.
Oh, no, what are the bunny names?
Hans and Franz.
Hans and Franz. That's fine.
Mike and Ike.
No, I'm good right here. Yeah.
Mike and Ike.
Well, you got to buy your tickets. Buy your bricks.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Chili and Pepper. And the one we were talking about online, I was talking about online with a few of the camera people, was Harvey and Elwood.
Oh, okay.
You know where that comes from?
I know the movie Harvey, but Elwood.
You know the movie?
Elwood is what is it?
Jimmy Stewart is Elwood.
Okay.
And he's got this imaginary friend who's a big white rabbit.
Okay, yeah.
I knew the Harvey, I didn't know his name was Elwood.
Yeah.
I didn't know Elwood either. Someone told me that.
No,
thank you.
So you got to buy your bricks. The board closes on Monday at 4:30. We don't have a lot of bricks sold, and so go out there and buy your bricks. Go out there and buy bricks.
Somebody was asking, are they going to have more room once SDP moves out? I don't know if they're referring to the donkeys or.
Oh, everything's going to have more room. Yeah, we have big plans for when the service dog project vacates the property. We have huge plans because we will have all the barn back. So we're going to move goats. We're bringing in a new cow. We're setting this up as a gentleman's farm for people to bring their seniors here and veterans to bring their families.
Does that make me the gentleman?
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so. You gotta up your game.
I'm again to buy some fancy clothes.
Yeah, Bud can be the gentleman if you fail at your job. But yes, so that's the long-term plan. We're gonna have so much cleanup. It's a little daunting, but the goal is to have it up and running. We've got half the property, all the areas that we were able to gain access to have been cleaned up. And the goal is to have it ready and up and operating by like May 1st, which means I have a feeling it's going, that's the goal. Next summer is going to be big. We were able to do a lot with the restrictions that we've had on usage of the property. We were able to do a lot this summer. We had a lot of visits. We had several of the nursing homes came several times with groups. We had people come with their, so it was a good summer, and now it's too cold to go outside.
So Nancy Doherty is suggesting dressing Wanda up as an elephant.
Dress Wanda up.
She loves that.
Does she like that?
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Well, Wanda stayed at the nursing home for an hour while I went off and ran a few errands today, and they really liked her. Everybody liked having Wanda there for the day. But
so on the Daily Doggy today, Elizabeth numbered all the animals. Yeah,
I did.
She counted them all up and gave everybody a list.
Okay.
And I counted over 50, not including chickens.
Oh yeah, chickens really bumped it up too.
Yeah, I don't think Wanda was in there either.
She wasn't. Yep. She wasn't.
I have not read the dog. Elizabeth does a great job. I don't know. I don't know what she was. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Yeah, she said it's a hard job actually.
It is hard. Yeah.
It's like being a journalist. You got to come up with an article every day.
Yeah. And you'll see why. I joked with Elizabeth this morning. She's like, I know why your mother doesn't care about punctuation, because I could imagine doing this for your lifetime. You get pretty tired of writing. Some mornings you're not in the mood for it. Other mornings you're in a good mood for it. So it's challenging. My mother will be back doing it at some point, I imagine. But I'm enjoying Elizabeth's.
Oh yeah. She writes interesting stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah, and she made me dinner last night too.
She did make me good dinner, but tonight I had Mary's dinner.
Yeah, my nephew's.
Somebody else. Yeah, Mary brought me home
We've got another turkey ready to go, so we're gonna have that tonight.
Another turkey dinner.
Second turkey.
Well, we cooked 3 turkey crowns.
Okay.
Yeah. So we used 2 yesterday altogether, and now there's one that we're still to cut.
Yeah.
So.
I think by after dinner tonight I won't be eating turkey. I'm not a big meat fan to begin with, so I'll be off the turkey for a while.
Joanne Meller Abram is suggesting Joy. It's on Max. She invented them all.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
woman who invented the mop. I think I remember seeing something
On
like
Max. I wonder how I get that, because that would be a good one for her.
I think Max is an app.
Is it a movie?
You have to.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
you have to
Roku,
subscribe.
so you've got a Roku, right?
Yeah.
So you could get Max.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well,
Is it
sometimes
free?
you could just do it for free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might get a free trial, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a good one for her.
You should look on Amazon too. You have an Amazon.
I got an
account, right?
Amazon, yeah.
Fernanda's saying, yeah, you can also watch a lot on Facebook,
Yeah.
like short videos and things, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not, she's not really.
Yeah, we want something that's just going to capture her time. Yeah, yeah, she's not, like, she's just sitting in her room. Like, there's a lot of people that are out sitting around in a group, but she's sitting in her room by herself. So I'm like, Mom, you got to get out. You got to go meet some people. She's like, I'm not going to be here very long. So.
Roger Reed is asking, has anyone ever seen the booby birds? They are beautiful. And it must have been in follow-up to the
Blue-footed
puffins.
boobies. Yeah.
That's it, blue-footed boobies.
Yeah. Oh,
Is it
your
really a
imagination.
Is it really a word?
Yeah, I remember. We were looking at
I
this
think they're
before. I can't remember. It was earlier in the year where this topic came up, like the blue-footed boobies, and I was like,
I don't think they
"What are you
can
talking
fly."
about, Elizabeth?"
Yeah.
Or how do they? There's something about they can't fly, or they plop, 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 plop to get started, or they're very interesting birds.
Okay, yeah, no, that, is that a,
In Galapagos Islands, maybe.
Okay, all right.
Maybe.
Caroline can start a cooking show from her room.
With their suey thing. Yeah.
oh, your suey thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you
What?
call that. I
Suey
don't know,
thing.
the thing that she
Oh, the
puts it
sous
more-
vides?
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, we
thank
actually
you.
sous vide all the turkeys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we cut it off the bone, and then put them in the packets, and it makes it really tender and
Yeah.
really moist.
Oh, okay.
A lot of people
gosh.
don't like that word. That stops it from getting dried out.
Yeah.
Just go through the questions here. Masterpiece Theatre on PBS.
Oh, yeah, I should get PBS. Oh, she would like that one.
She
Yeah,
would love
yeah,
that one.
yeah.
All
There's
those
one
things.
where there's all hands graded. What was it?
All things great and small.
Yeah, that's it,
yeah.
yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
she'd
good.
love it.
Yeah.
Big vet, yeah, big
yeah,
animal vet.
yeah.
Kind of like Dr. Cole.
Did Pasta come here today?
Pasta was over at the farm. Elizabeth went over to the farm.
All right, Janine, you should show the video with Pasta that Elizabeth made today
Oh, okay.
when he came to visit.
Okay.
You got that?
I will show her that. It's on Facebook, so I can show her that later.
Roger used to vacation on Lake Erie.
Probably in the summer.
Ah.
Yeah, I would think.
He
Yeah.
probably paid. Oh, that isn't Roger. Rogers, is that a woman?
No, Roger Reed.
Oh, Roger Reed. Okay.
Roger Reed, Wanda's biggest fan.
Roger's big. Okay, I thought you
Yeah.
said something else. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Dodie Lloyd Dockery says, I hope I got that right. Last vacation she had was in 2015 for Dog Fest and stayed at a hotel. Not a few days after, washed and folded it. More was washed in next basement.
Well, I hope you come your next vacation. Maybe it could be Donkey Fest, which is going to be next summer, or in a much bigger capacity.
I'm struggling to see how doing Carlene's laundry is a vacation, Dodie. Just
Yeah,
doesn't.
if you want that kind of vacation, yeah.
Doesn't ring bells with me. I'm not sure.
Was she doing
The
Carlene's
Zen
laundry?
or
I don't know.
Yeah.
She said Dog Fest and stayed at hotel another few days after. Washed and folded a ton of washing.
Okay,
there
had a
in next
towel.
because
basement.
they used to put fluffies in the because it's not plugged in all the way.
Yeah, I
they
think
used to do fluffies in all the dogs had fluffies in their on their verandas. They don't do them anymore. So that's why we had a ton of laundry going all the time with fluffies, but they don't do fluffies.
Okay.
Does that look like enough for one day?
There's quite a lot of comments here. Madam Secretary is another.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody's asking where's Wanda? Well, Wanda is in the airstream.
We left her in the air. She's probably like down there because we left the heat on. It was cranky.
So we're going to give her some water when we get back.
Yeah, she's probably really hot.
What's the
That's
Good,
great.
Janie.
Yeah,
Part is gone.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Nick
very
did. I
excited.
just. So you didn't have to light a pilot for that.
No, it started itself.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
So you're just gonna keep the
Yeah.
time.
So this is my turn on the Airstream next. When you come back,
I
you'll
can't
be
wait.
in the Airstream.
Oh, I've always wanted to see inside an
Yeah,
Airstream.
yeah.
So.
It's quite an upgrade.
Yeah. I'll have very jealous friends.
Yeah. I know you want to stay in your van, but
I love my van, but it's nowhere near as good as an Airstream.
yeah, yeah. So.
Yeah, Elizabeth's doing a great job with the DD. I'm sure she appreciate that.
All right.
It was Dog's laundry. It was SDP's laundry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's it, everybody.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. And today's
back
Friday.
at it.
We'll be back on it on
Monday.
Monday.
4:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buy your chicken bricks. We're gonna have a big day on Monday.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
All right.
Be exciting.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See you
Thanks,
everyone.
everyone.
All right. Bye
Good
bye.
night.
Janine, they make heated vests.